Everybody, MLH here. Just gonna check my channel just to make sure that we are live. Looks like we are. Wait for a few of you to get on in, and then we will get the comment show started proper. Lots to go over today. Still a little under the weather, not too bad though, so kind of getting over that BS. There we go. All right, just make sure you hit the like button as you come on in. And excuse me, sorry. Got some doozy comments today. One in particular I'm going to address. I don't normally deal with racism in the comments, but we get a special treat this week, so brace yourselves. It's going to be a fun one. Might have to take drinks in between. Ms. Libby, welcome on in. Yeah, it's been going around. It's just a crud. Not COVID, thankfully. You know, I haven't had COVID since that whole thing started. So that's good. Carol, welcome on in. You have a cold too. Yeah, that shit's going around here, Carol. Are you in Colorado, Carol? Right now, or where you at? I mean, it's just a crappy cold, you know. But now I just got just sinus infection, I think. You had COVID twice, Carol? Damn. Turned into bronchitis, Ms. Libby? Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, you know, that crud's going around. Matthew, welcome. Good morning. Nice to have you in here. Appreciate you being in here. Lots of comments to go over, lots to discuss this week. What's going on with your son, Carol? Yeah. Help is always an arm length away or more. You know what I mean, Carol? Trying to petition the courts for a M3 hold. I got you. He's having some mental issues, Carol. Don't want to get too into it, but I know how that is. Yeah, mental health care here sucks, Carol. No doubt. Sorry you're going through that, Carol. I hope you get things squared away. If I can help you, let me know. Not much I can do on that front, though. You know how things go. But let's get started. I might as well get started here. We'll wait for a few more people to get in, I guess, and then we'll just rock it. Got a really spicy racist comment that I'll get to eventually. We'll talk about it in a minute. Alright, everybody, welcome to the MLH Comment Show for the 2nd of September, 2023. Thanks for being here, guys, in chat, and if you're listening on archives, thank you as well. Ash, welcome. Jonathan Mazzilli, welcome, man. Nice to have you in here. I'm still a little bit under the weather, not too bad. I thought I'd do an early comment show so that way I can get about my business today. Gonna be back on the road soon here, guys, I promise. Wow. Matthew, you have COVID? Jesus. Yeah, just be careful with that, man. Monitor it, Matthew. I don't know long how you've had it, but shit's no joke, man. It's Well, my ex's grandfather died from symptoms of COVID, and it was pretty sad. ATL, welcome. Let's get Matthew better. Send Matthew some positive vibes. Stop kissing everybody, Matthew. You know you might have avoided it. Totally kidding, man. Hope you get better, Matthew. All right, let's get into it here. Let's you know what? Let's start way at the bottom. I gotta get it. I'm not even prepared. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I'm just getting over some crud myself, so you know it's like one of those type of deals. But there's lots of comments to go over, and I've got, like I said, a very special racist comment that I'm gonna get to in a minute here. But let's start at the bottom here. Pelone commented on last week's comment show. He said, "That's cool. I've seen some on Bernie's channel." I don't know what you're referring to, Pelone, but thanks for the comment. I don't remember everything I said on last week's channel. ATL, I don't know if I welcomed you in here, but welcome, and Ash, obviously welcome. All right, Lacey gave me some emojis. Thank you very much, Lacey. That was my officer-involved shooting shocking twist video, which if you guys want to know what the shocking twist is to that, make sure you check out that video. Ghost Rider, on the same video, is talking about the music that I mentioned that there was a music overlay. It was like classical music. I had no idea where that was coming from. Ghost Rider clarified that. Music you hear on the press conference is from the store on the corner, 7-Eleven, who has speakers outside the store, and they play the music to try to keep the homeless away by selecting music that they would not normally listen to and then play it loudly. Yes, that's thanks for the clarification on that, Ghost Rider. Really appreciate it. Caucasian Sasquatch, welcome. Toe for Life, welcome. Welcome on in, everybody. That is a tactic that a lot of storefronts are using more and more often. They will play loud classical music, or loud contemporary elevator music, or something that's really, really annoying, just to scare away homeless people. But in effect, they actually scare customers away. So I mean, it's a lose-lose for everybody. If you're a store that does that, you're not doing yourself any favors, because although classical music is cool and all, nobody likes to listen to that shit really loud. I like classical music, but I'm not gonna deal with the store like that. And now that I know that, Ghost Rider, I'm never gonna go to that 7-Eleven. Let's see. Hand out earplugs. That's a good idea, ATL. I might carry some when I get a little extra money. I'm a little strapped for cash at the moment because of the new car, which I'll talk about in a minute. Let's see. Blue Unicorn says, and I was talking about a concert I went to last week on the comment show. Prong, awesome. That's a band a lot of folks don't know. I learned Third from the Sun by Chrome after hearing Prong's version. Incidentally, I saw Sepultura open for Ministry at the Mammoth. Yeah, that's great, Blue Unicorn. They're really good. Sepultura, the old lineup, the original lineup of Sepultura was pretty fantastic. One of my favorite, and very important band, Sepultura. Very underrated band. They're a little on the harder side, so a lot of people don't really appreciate them, but that's the way it goes. All right, Blue Unicorn also says, fun fact, Timothy Leary wrote the CIA's entrance exam in an effort to filter the psychopaths from the normies. The psychopaths were then hired. Yeah, and that's in reference to me talking about law enforcement doing psych evals and things of that nature, which I've talked about quite a bit. Strictly Strange, welcome. ATL says Blue Unicorn has some great music going on. Yes, if you guys haven't subbed to Blue Unicorn's channel, make sure you do so. The guy is uber talented. should be making a lot of money. He's a very good guitarist, very good singer, really nice dude, all around really decent guy. Blue Unicorn also says, my first concert was a punk show, DI, but my first concert was Red Hot Chili Peppers at UNC for $6, Mother's Milk Tour, but my first awesome concert was Ministry at the Gothic. Mine is a terrible tour. However, I have seen Toad the Wet Sprocket twice, both times same circumstances, girl had extra ticket, and me being a sucker. Once at Moby Arena, and once at Mishakawa Amphitheater. Both times I felt ripped off. Yeah, I could see why. Thanks for the comments, Blue Unicorn. Always appreciate it. Make sure you guys in chat hit the like button and also watch my videos and comment. And obviously, you'll get a mention on this show every week. Johnny Bravo just simply mentioned wow on my Shocking Twist video. If you guys haven't checked out that video, make sure you check it out. 82623. I try to label as many of those as possible. My first concert was Rush in 1979, Ash says. That's interesting. That would be a great concert to have been your first, Ash. My first ever concert was Guns N' Roses in Skid Row, if you can believe that. Pallone says, I know it was a ghost gun shooting. Thanks, MLH, for the video, and hope you get well soon. I'm in pain with my back spasms. Man, Pallone, I feel so bad for you, dude. I have back issues of my own, and they're only getting worse. I'm having a hard time walking around, to be honest, but luckily I'm going to be out and about in my car, doing a little bit of homeless outreach, and obviously cop watching and audits and all that stuff real soon. Talk about that in a minute. King Bluto on my MLH and KDOT spar with a security guard short says that so-called security guard is a little too pushy. Need to get back to observing and reporting. We set him in his place, King Bluto. I'm so happy you watched the video. Thank you so much for watching. And there's going to be more of that type of content to come. Trust me. KDOT and I will be out and about real soon. People have been calling for it on his channel, my channel. We just need to get back out there and do it. I just been hesitant because I don't have a car. I didn't have a car until now, but I got my car. We'll talk about it. Keeper on my Pantera seat video where I showed you guys where I was sitting. I'm gonna start putting Pantera videos over on Bernie's channel for you guys to see. Some good stuff. Welcome, Biggie and Bean. Nice to have you in here. Keeper says, thought it was Panties Terras. Oh, Keeper, where your mind goes, man. Keeper also says on my KDOT video, the proof that DJ KDOT is an absolute legend video that I did. Dude is, man. I mean, I love KDOT. You guys know how much I love KDOT. Glad you didn't say you're glad to call KDOT your liver. Bernie might have been, or lover, I think you meant to say. Bernie might have been upset. Yeah. No. He's my best friend, man. I mean, what can I say? KDOT knocking feelings with words. Counselor is a joke. You guys got to check out that video because I did it as a semi-tribute to KDOT because, I mean, I've seen dude in action. He's just awesome. Let's see. Bear Diesel Lily says congratulations and enjoy when your car when it arrives. I was just joking around. Yeah, I know. We were in a chat together. Bear Diesel is a big diesel lady. She has a huge rig, and the new Prius definitely has more power, but it's nothing in compared to a lot of those diesels out there, Lily. So, but I think we can coexist, no problem. Bernie says it's almost time to get dirty in the hot tub. Where the man nips at? Yep. Every Tuesday we do hot tub on Bernie's channel. Make sure you're subbed if you aren't already. It's a fun time on Tuesdays at 9 Eastern time. Roar Transparency Holy shit, I just got a stringer for a death investigation. Let me see where that is. Oh, it's way far. Well, not way far from me, but on federal. DPD is conducting a death investigation, 1700 block of South Federal Boulevard. Denver Office of the Medical Examiner will release victim ID and cause of death. Oh, that's interesting. I might head over there later. Not 100% sure. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Aurora Transparency on my little something something video where I showed off my new car. If you guys haven't seen it, it's a brand new Prius, all new redesign. It's a wicked car. I really enjoy it. Real beauty, she says. Thank you, Aurora Transparency. Appreciate that. Standing Tall says, hey, you got me a new car. Yeah, not exactly, man. This was over a year in the making to get that car, man. We scraped and scrimped, and it took a lot of work to get that car, and I'm very happy to have it. I still need to get the all-weather floor mats from the dealer and a couple other little things, but and as a matter of fact, today I will be working on my dash-mounted phone holder cam thing. So after I get better, I'm going to get back out on the road. I owe a couple of people, one of them including Matthew the King, who's in chat, who donated to the channel for me to get out there and do a little bit of homeless outreach. I'm actually going to do water runs because it's been stiflingly hot here. Yesterday was 105, which was the hottest temperature I can remember Denver being in probably 20 years. I remember one time it was 107, but 105 pretty damn hot. I need to get out there and get these people some cold water. So that's going to be my priority when I get out. So the next video I probably do will be a water outreach. I lost my food source, so I'm going to have to rely on you guys from time to time for food sources, aka money, so I can go out and feed people. But so the homeless outreach won't be quite as often as I was doing. I was usually doing two runs a week, somewhere around there. So I'm gonna have to limit that to probably maybe 2, 3, 4 times a month. Depending. Water runs are always good to do, Harry Nova says. Yes, I'll be doing a lot more of those, Harry Nova, especially in the hot weather. Now, in the wintertime is not a time to stay complacent on water either, because water is just as valuable in the winter as it is in the summer. It's just the summer obviously dehydrates you a little bit more, but if you're not getting water in the winter, you're getting dehydrated as well. So, it's important to do that as well. Standing Tall also says, that's what you're taking me cop watching in when I come into town next week? Most likely, Standing Tall. If we hook up, that's what we'll be riding around in. So it's pretty sweet. You guys haven't seen the video? You guys want to take a look at the video? Let's, just so you guys can see, that haven't seen that video. I'll show you guys so I can save you guys the trouble since you're in chat. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. What do you say? Oops, wrong thing. Let's go to YouTube. Go to my channel. I'll show you. It's only about a minute video. I hope you guys don't mind my indulgence. I like looking at the car, even in video form. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this little video. It's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Let's just take a quick peek. Hopefully you guys I hate that. Alright, here we go, guys.
Are you?
I'll just go ahead and mute it here, but there it is in all its glory. It looks even cooler in person, to be honest with you guys. I've been really enjoying it. The only thing is, I got to figure out. I've got an electrical problem where I'm staying, so I got to figure out that electrical problem before I can start charging the vehicle. I've had to charge it with the gas engine for now, but I mean, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty nice. Kind of dig it. It's nice to have AC again. You know, I was driving around an old Nissan Frontier, and Nissan Frontiers. Well, that old one didn't have a AC or none of that, so it's a big difference. I like these sunroofs too. It's pretty nice, but all right, that's that's enough of that. Enough humble bragging. Wheelie Wink, Chris Winks, who has a great channel as well. You guys should check out his channel. It's kind of an IRL channel. He's got a lot of cool cars and toys. He says, I love the color. Badass car. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Chris. Really appreciate that. Let's see. What else we got here? I am happy, says, nice car, MLH. Congrats. Time for a cruise. I will be getting out there. I just have to get the dash mount thing set up. I got it mostly set up, but I got to get it perfect for you guys, and I want to get the windshield clean because I've got some fingerprints on it, and that's another thing I got to do. I got to go get I tinted my windows. I got to get some ammonia. I didn't tint the windshield, which I kind of think I should have, but not as dark as what the rest of the car is. But I don't know if that would look weird. But I need to get some kind of tinting on there because it's pretty hot. Matthew says the style of the new Prius is really cool. It is. It's a whole new redesign inside, outside, and the engine. So it's really cool. I mean, I never thought I would ever say that. I mean, obviously you guys know I had that old 2008 Prius, and it did its job, and it was cool and all that. But this is like the ultimate Prius so far. Johnny Bravo says, nice. Thank you very much for the comment. Razor says it's buffering in Amarillo, Texas, so MLH didn't get his Grey Goose today. Hopefully that's what this is his car. Thanks for the comment, Razor. Really appreciate it. Anon Mouse says, first things first, got to get those dealer stickers off while they're still easy to get off. I am going to get the one dealer sticker on the back off, Anon Mouse, but it's going to cost me like $25, but I think it's worth it. I hate advertising the dealer. I did get all the stickers that I could on the windows, but there's a little decal on the back of the car that I'm going to get taken off, so King Budo says, congrats on the new car. Looks good. Thank you very much. I think it looks really, really good too. So, it's one of those things. But like I said, it's a little something. Snooze You Lose says, nice ride, MLH. Hope she is real good to you. So far, so good. Snooze, I'm really enjoying the ride. It's it's not quite a luxury vehicle, but it's pretty damn close, man. It's real sporty. I mean, it's not like going to win any races or anything like that, but it's got double the horsepower that my last one had, and it's a big difference. So, Westside says, congratulations, you got it. Thank you very much, Westside. I sure did, finally, after over a year. Scrappy Dream says, congrats. I was wondering if you were ever going to get it. I was wondering, too. I was really wondering. Strictly Strange says, sorry, chat. Tattooing myself, so I'm kind of in the background. You're tattooing yourself, Strictly? I never recommend that, man. Always go get your shit done at a shop, man. Speaking of tattoos, I'm going to get my first tattoos sometime this year, I think, if I can save the money. I got to go to Vegas first, and then I'll think about getting my tattoos. Canada is watching, says, wow, awesome ride. She's shiny. Are those headlights flip covers? They are not, but they look really good. The whole design of the car is just pretty phenomenal. K-Dot, my good friend K-Dot says, can we say clean? Super clean, man. Super clean. Inside and out. It's really, really cool. Kakawate says, well, worth waiting for MLH and Bernie. Congratulations to you both. It's beautiful. Thank you, Kakawate. It really is a nice looking vehicle, and I'm really happy with it so far. Fab Daddy says, the beauty of gray. I got lucky on the color. I mean, the choices were red, white, blue, like a silvery color, black in this one. I wanted the black, but my second choice was this gray. The other silvery color looked I don't know, it just didn't look right to me. The red cost extra, so I'm like, fuck that, you know. And I think the gray looks better than the red, to be honest with you. The blue's all right. I would have been happy with blue as well, but luckily I got this color. So, super cool car, Harry Nuts says. Yes, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Thanks for the comment, Fab Daddy, by the way. Nunyan Damn Business says, love the color. I actually really like the color, too. I think I might even like it better than black. So, you know, it's just one of those things that worked out. Howard County says, nice. Thank you very much, Howard County. Howard County's got a great channel. I like Howard County's channel. David Hughes says, cool, congrats. I'm sure you'll put it to good use. I definitely will, David. I'm going to get back out sooner than later, guys. Michelle, welcome to chat. Nice to have you in here. You need to see it, Michelle. I'll show it to you. There's a video on the channel. I don't know if you've seen it, but I'll go ahead and humor you since you asked for it. We might as well take another look. We got a minute or two, don't we? Let's take a look here. Let's go to the channel. Yeah, I'm gonna be back out on the road soon enough, guys. So don't sweat it. I'll be out there sooner than later. Oh, wonderful commercials again. I know. I just got to get that YouTube Premium. That might help everything, right? There you go, Michelle. Just for you. Just for you. There's the video. So, I'll just show you. I mean, it's just a minute video again. I hope you guys don't mind. Michelle asked for it. I got to do what the audience wants, right? I think it looks really slick. It's an all-new redesign inside, outside. The engine's completely redone. So, you know, just one of those things. I'll show you guys the inside here. Yeah, it's pretty good. You can remove the dealer sticker yourself with a hairdryer and a plastic card. And some Goo Gone. Really? A hairdryer? I might do that. You are special, Michelle. You know that. You know that. It does have this double sunroof too, which I didn't expect, but I got the premium version of this car, you know, almost the top of the line. The only thing that it didn't come with was the all-season floor mats and the heated rear seats, and then also the digital mirror. Digital mirror would have been nice. The heated rear seats, I don't always have passengers with me, so it was not a huge deal. I really would have liked the digital mirror. Just didn't come with it, and I don't think they can add it after the fact, so just one of those things. All right, let's continue on here. Pelone with some cool emojis. Thank you very much, Pelone. Strictly Strange, who's in chat tattooing himself, apparently, says the Green Machine 2.0. You know what I'm calling the new car, guys? This is an exclusive. The Shark. Because it looks like a shark to me. So, Shark or Sharky. Shark for short. But that's what I'm calling the car. Sharky. I didn't blur the plates. They're temporary plates. Strange. And trust me, I'm getting personalized plates anyway, so it's not really going to matter. I mean, people are going to find out my plates anyways. I really don't care. I mean, they've already doxed me. People know my address and everything. I'm not really afraid of anything strange. So, it's one of those things. I've got nothing to hide. Matthew says, I've got to say, I really like the new Prius body style. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Matthew, I might do that, man. I got to get some goo be gone, and then I'll take Bernie's hair dryer and take it down there and try to get it off. Hopefully. In Stitches says, worth the wait. Beauty. Thank you very much, In Stitches. In Stitches is Harry Nuts' better half. Westside Accountability says, I can't wait. So excited. That's when I was going to show you guys this video that I showed you guys twice already. Okay, here's the comment I've been waiting to get to. This is the racist comment that I'm a little disappointed. I'm not hurt by it because I've dealt with racism all my life, ever since I was a little kid. I'll never forget the first time I actually felt racism in its purest form. When I was in a store at a mall, and I was followed around everywhere I went, and I didn't quite understand what it was. But it was purely racism because there were other people in the store shopping, just like I was, and I was followed around everywhere. And that happens to me. See, once you open your eyes and you realize what's happening to you, then the world is a different place. That's when you know you really have entered the adult realm. When you start realizing that the absurdities of the world. But here it is. Here's Ed Vincent's just stellar, super intelligent comment. He says, "Don't you have some fields to pick with your family?" First of all, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for helping the channel. And I don't have to pick fields anymore, Ed Vincent. But maybe you should try getting out and seeing how that feels to pick the fields. My dad picked the fields, strawberry fields, and other veggies. Try it one day, just one day. I'm pretty sure you couldn't last one day picking the fields. So, but nonetheless, thank you for the comment. King Solomon says, "That's beautiful. Congrats, MLH and Bernie. Thank you very much." And Keeper says, "It's okay, MLH. It's 1983 here. Hey, hey. Volunteer dentist." I think you were talking about the volunteer police force in the video, Aurora's disastrous idea and its consequences, Keeper. Yeah. Volunteer police force, not a very good idea, and we're going to be monitoring that very closely, KDOT and myself. Keeper of the List says, "What you gonna do when volunteer comes for you?" Craziness, just craziness. Let's see if we have any held for review comments. Those are always fun if we get them. Does not look like we got any. We just got that racist comment. Let's see if we have any mentions. Okay. I'm not going to mention those two, and it doesn't piss me off. It just helps the channel. Thank you very much, person that did that. 1 week ago, Bernie said, MLH, after we watch Stonado, we're going to have to check this out, Firenado. I don't know, Bernie. I wasted an hour and a half of my life watching Stonado. I don't know if I want to delve into Firenados. Firenados are actually kind of true. There is such a thing as fire. They're not tornadoes. They're just more like dust devils with fire in them. But, John DeNicola, welcome. Mick T, welcome. Nice to have you both in here. Walter Davis, good morning. Nice to have you. I'm doing a little early edition of the comment show. Hope you guys don't mind too much. Friends in Code mentioned me. Thank you very much. I did a whole video dedicated to Four Corner Fists in the Air 54. He got arrested, and I hope you guys check out that video because I think it was a completely unjust arrest. I call things as they are. I'm not. I go against the grain a lot of times when people get arrested because I notice details that most won't. And I know we're all supposed to band together and say, this was unjust and all that. But lately I've seen a lot of justifiable arrest, especially in this area. But I watched Four Corner Fists in the Air video a couple of times when he got arrested, this last arrest that he took. And this arrest was completely unjustified. I hope you guys check out that video because it's pretty poignant. So It's one of those things. But that's it. That's it for the comments. Let's talk about the week that's upcoming. Like I said, I got the new car. I showed you guys the new car a couple of times, especially in this chat. I know you guys are going to get sick of me talking about it, but it is nice to have a vehicle that I can travel in a little bit of comfort, and also not have to pay exorbitant gas prices. I mean, I went from paying, I don't know, $20 every 2 weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks, to paying $45 every week or sooner, and that was a drain on my wallet, and that's why I haven't had a lot of comment or content on the show, on the channel, but that's gonna change. As soon as I get a little bit better, obviously I got a cold today, but I am today going to fix the little dash mount for my phone, and get some what you call it, non-ammonia glass cleaner, so that way I don't have issues, with the I don't have issues with any fingerprints in your lens or anything of that nature. I think it's important that you guys get a good view of what I'm seeing out there. It's a little different driving this car. I mean, I've had to finagle that thing, and today I'm going to get it done. And then, like I said, once I feel a little bit better, I'm going to get out on the road. The first thing I probably am going to be doing this week is doing a water run. I think Melissa Stedman was another person that donated a little bit of money. Matthew the King donated a little bit of money, and I still owe you guys some homeless outreach. So the stream will be dedicated to you guys. And then, after that, it's going to be sporadic doing homeless outreach, but I will get back out there doing my Colfax runs, cop watching, making sure, to hold the police accountable, make sure they're not kicking the shit out of people, or, the things that I do, audits, all that stuff. Standing Tall, welcome on in. Nice to have you in here. 6 days from my trip to Denver. Right on. John Denicola says, it's unfortunate, but his arrest was lawful. If you check the park signs and where he was, it's not an arrest you'd want to brag about, but it was lawful. Sorry to say. Actually, John Denicola, I did a search of those signs. Those signs must have been put up after, because I didn't see those signs before. So, it's a little shadiness there. But it wasn't lawful, John Denicola, because they didn't give him a chance to leave. They brought him back into the park. He was leaving. They blocked his way. There's a lot of legalities there, and I think he's going to get away scot-free with it. I don't think it was a lawful arrest. I respectfully disagree with you, but we'll find out. But I'm with you, John Denicola. I call things as they come. I mean, I've seen other arrests that I felt were completely justified, that everybody else in the community was like, it's total BS and blah, 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 and all that. And it's like, no, if you really look at things, it was warranted. How's the movie going? Strictly says, well, the movie's at a standstill right now, Strictly Strange. I did get some footage done, but unfortunately I don't have any lead actresses to play the two main lead roles. So without those, I really can't do much. I mean, that's where it stands. So, King Solomon, welcome. Nice to have you in here, bud. Let's see. Matthew says, I'm thinking about writing a script for Syringe NATO. You might as well, Matthew. I mean, there's there's a bunch of those. Takes place in L.A. Walter, that's funny. Welcome, Walter. Let's see what else we got here. I'm okay with that. Civil discourse is a good way to stop after BS arrest. Stop other BS arrests. Absolutely, John. If you, John, Ellie and I went into detail on that arrest. If you look at, I don't know if you saw that video, John DeNicola, but go back and watch that video and then email me what you think about that video, because I had a hard time with it at first. I thought it might have been justified, but if you really break it down, it wasn't a justified arrest. Like I look at things very critically. I'm not one to um, you know, I'm not one to mince words when it comes to people being arrested. I don't like to see people arrested, but if it's justified, it's justified, right? And that one, in every which way that we looked at it, it should be dismissed. Um, but I mean, maybe we can discuss even further. Maybe you can see something that I didn't see, or vice versa. Maybe I saw some things that you didn't see, and we can talk about it. Like you said, civil discourse. I mean, it very rarely is there ever civil discourse in this community, right? We were always talking about, people getting arrested and how unjust it is without looking at facts, objective facts, and really thinking about it objectively. And if we did that more often, I think we'd be better as a community. There is a fine line in certain instances. There are gray areas. There are things that need to be cleaned up in the courts that probably will never be cleaned up. But I think that what we do is very, very important. My channel is not all about auditing and cop watching, and I have a multifaceted channel. I do homeless outreach, which I think is pretty important. Although I'll be doing a little bit less of that now. But things like that are very important, and also just to point out matters of public interest. I know that term is bantied around quite a bit with other channels, but I don't think people really understand the service that some of us do when we're just out there just observing, right? Um, and I think that's misconstrued. I mean, I think the frauditor community gets it completely wrong. I mean, I don't think it, just in the way that they don't like to say that all cops are bad and all this. The frauditor community likes to peg us all in one hole, and it's not. That sounded naughty, but it's not. That's not the case. There are some of us actually doing good work, whether it's behind the scenes. I know I haven't done a lot of content on the channel lately because I haven't had the vehicle, but behind the scenes I've been doing as much as I can, getting records requests, and things like that are very important. Keeping up with the news, um, keeping up with the doings of the city council and the police force in Denver, Aurora, and the Denver metro area. Things like that are very important to hold people accountable. It's just it's a shame that that both communities can't come up with some type of compromise and band together, because to be honest, the bootlickers of the world, there is a saying, back the blue until it happens to you, and it's absolutely true. Until you've had dealings with these tyrants, you won't know the scope and the breadth of how awful they really are, and how it hurts all of us. It doesn't just hurt one person; it hurts everybody, the whole community. And that's when communities slip into obscurity, and that's something that KDOT are not going to let happen. I will agree that I think it's a vast majority of people that aren't in it for the right reasons, but there are a few that are in it for the right reasons. MLH is a very balanced channel, Walter. I try to be, Walter, because I don't want to automatically say that an arrest is BS. I look at it at least 2-3 times so that I can really grasp what's happening, right? And then if information comes out later, i.e. body cams or maybe a surveillance cam or something that shows otherwise, well then I am free to change my opinion. And that's how everybody should feel. Everybody should be objective at first, until you have all the facts. And then decide from there. That's what juries are supposed to do. Cops would peg us all without real auditors. Yeah. I mean, that's true too. So quickly, let's talk about what's going to go on. Like I said, today I'm going to fix my dash cam. And, hopefully I'll be ready to roll after that. I just got to feel a little bit better. I'm a little under the weather, and I don't want to jump into it, get anybody else sick if I still have any germs, especially homeless people. I mean, as much as terrible as it is for us to get sick, imagine a homeless person that doesn't have access to medicine or, things of that nature. It's awful. It's awful enough being homeless, let alone dealing with a common cold like I got, or heaven forbid COVID or something a little more major like a flu or something of that ilk. Some auditors are a joke. Real auditors do a great service. I couldn't agree with you more. I've so been in touch with the bad cockroaches. I agree, Michelle. Brandon Mitchell, welcome. Nice to have you in here. I do want to say one thing about auditing, okay, or cop watching. I believe I do a service. I believe other auditors do a service when they have a camera out there. That I can agree with. I don't, I don't like it when people edit their videos unless they have a live version that people can go back for context. And that's the problem I have with a lot of the bigger auditors. Not all of them. I don't want you guys to go and say, hey, MLH said this about your channel, because I'm not starting up any drama. But I am pointing out a very poignant thing here about videos. If you guys watch videos, so most of them are the bigger channels where there's a lot of editing involved. That does everybody a disservice, okay? Because a lot of times you're making yourself look better and the cops look worse. And I totally and utterly disagree with it. From time to time, I will edit a video down, but you guys are getting full context from the beginning to the end. I never take little bits and pieces out in the middle and make it seem like a cop said one thing when he meant another, or vice versa myself. And I do that for two reasons. One, because I don't like to make myself look better and cops look worse. They do that all on their own, right? They make the mistakes almost 99% of the time. But I also want you guys to hold me accountable if I do something wrong. And that's the major difference between channels like mine and KDOT's and others. You will see full context, okay? I hate it when there's context missing, because you might as well throw that video completely out. That's why lives are so important, right? Lives are important because all the context is there. There's no editing, no bullshit, If I happen to edit a video, it's most likely on a live, and I take out chunks, like big chunks of those videos, so you can see a certain interaction, because a lot of times people can't consume an hour or an hour and a half of video, so you have to chunk it down a little bit to show the crux, right? And if people want context, they can go back to your live and check it out. There are certain instances when I do static videos, and those videos are never edited in a way in other words, they're not edited for clicks and views. And you can always tell those, right? Because of the edits. You got somebody that edits, a bunch of nonsense. I mean, I don't mind like little voiceovers for even more context, or some text from time to time. But when you edit out little portions within your video that just cut down just for runtime, You're cutting out context. Maybe you said something that was inappropriate there. How do we know? I mean, that just gives the other side fodder, right? The police can look at that video and say, hey, what happened here? You cut out this. What happened there? I don't want to give anybody an excuse to even think that I did something to make them look worse or myself look better just for the camera. That's not the way it should go. You guys should get full context every single time. That's the way it should be. But unfortunately, there's a lot of bigger channels that like to showboat and make things look a little different than the way they went down. So what does audit mean to me, Brandon Mitchell? You know what audit means to me is you check and you make sure that things are right. One of the things that you won't see me do unless I get a ton of people telling me that a certain place is the way it is bad is go to a post office. Post offices to me are the most low-hanging fruit of anything an auditor can do. If I were to audit a post office, you know what I would do? I would go into a post office. I would take quick video, just to make sure they're not going to tell me to get out, etc., and to find poster 7, and then I'm out of there. That's the way a true audit should be done, right? It's just a check. Now, if you're staying in there for 20, 30, 40, an hour, 2 hours, like certain people, I won't mention names, just to get a reaction, then what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Nobody likes to be, it's like a staring contest. If you're staring with somebody, eventually somebody's going to give. Well, of course the workers there are going to wonder what the hell is going on. Auditing to me is educating, right? So I'm educating people. If somebody happens to walk up to me in a post office and say, what are you doing? I would be more than happy to educate. I'm looking for your poster 7 and making sure that you guys understand that it's okay to film in here. And then once you do that, that's it. Now, if you happen to get, somebody that's, super belligerent, and that's a whole different story. They then create, some sort of scene. That's their problem, not yours. But auditing to me is educating, period. It's not to hang around and get a reaction, because I can do that. I can go to my local post office right now and get a reaction guaranteed. Have the cops called, make a big scene, upset people. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. Does it happen? Yes. Has it happened to me? Absolutely. Libraries are a different story. I don't know what it is about libraries, but libraries seem to be a hot plate for un-American ideas, like you're not allowed to film in here, and et cetera, et cetera. I never understood it. I've had my run-ins at libraries, but the point is to get in, to educate, to show a different aspect of things. Like, there are a lot of beautiful buildings, government buildings that people have never seen. Those things are of public interest. So matters of public interest is an audit. That's what I'm saying. Lou, what's up, man? Nice to have you in here. Later, Michelle. Thank you for coming on in. You take out the dead air. That's understandable. Yeah, Walter, no doubt. Like, there are certain times, like I've edited a video where I've taken out me walking to the scene, but usually when I'm walking, I'm talking to you guys. So sometimes I'm wary of that, and I don't like to take out that context. That's not right, in my opinion. If I happen to do it, I'm always conscious of that. And I don't like to edit in between. There's a starting point and an ending point. Everything in between is context, and I don't like to take that out. I disagree somewhat. I think going to a private business, a business with no government contracts, just pisses people off. I agree. I don't go there. I don't do that. I don't go to private businesses. That's not my thing. I don't think you guys have ever seen a video of me doing a private business. Now, I may have been on the sidewalk. Like, one thing that I want to do, I want to point out, and I don't want to annoy people, but I want businesses to understand, if you have, like, let's say a restaurant, and your patio overlaps with the sidewalk, or you have an open patio that goes right next to the sidewalk, it's perfectly okay for me to take my camera and record you while you're eating. Now, would I do that? I think it would be awkward for everybody involved. I don't want to sit there watching people. I might say, "Hey, how you doing? What are you eating?" And they might look at me weird and whatever, but hey, that's the restaurant's problem, not mine. A public sidewalk is just that. I don't think we're in disagreement, John DeNicole. I think I agree with you, actually. Audit equals inspection, Brandon says. Yeah, see, just what I said. Going into if I were, like, I don't think I've ever done a post office, but if I were, it'd be go in, inspect, and leave. You don't just, unless you have something very specific. Like I said, I've had people from time to time email, "Hey, this place is, did this to me," or they're really rude here. Now, if there's rudeness and stuff, and people are calling for an audit somewhere, that's a different story. I mean, thankfully, I haven't had that happen at a post office yet, thankfully. But if I get enough people telling me that a certain place is terrible, I will go there, and then, I will make sure everything is running smoothly, and if it is, great, and if somebody happens to come up to me and say, "What are you doing?" I would be more than happy to tell them, "Well, I've got a lot of complaints about this particular post office, and I'm here to make sure that everything is running properly." Simple as that. It doesn't have to be this big bone of, now, if it ends up being a bone of contention where the person is getting snippy and tells you to get out, or you're going to call the police, you're more than welcome to call the police, but I'm not leaving. I do stand up for my rights. That's what it's all about as well. Chris Winks, welcome, man. Nice to have you in here. We are just discussing some auditing issues. But so let's talk about the rest of the week. The rest of the week, I'm going to hit up some Colfax runs, possibly some cop watches. I think cop watches are more important than audits, to be honest with you, because I can't tell you the number of times that I've saved people from arrest, or I've caused the police to hurry up and get done what they're doing and leave, as opposed to just staying there for an hour doing nothing, inconveniencing everybody, whether it's traffic or the person being stopped or whatever. A story I like to tell is when I was in Vegas a couple of years ago, I saved 2 people from getting arrested. And how I know that is both people told me. One person in particular told me, "Man, thank you so much for being here. If it wasn't for you, I would have been arrested, and I have a warrant for my arrest, and they didn't even check. They just left, thanks to you." And I was like, "Well, I just was making sure that they didn't beat you up or mistreat you in any way. Now, if you have a warrant, that's on you, and if they arrested you, it is what it is. But I'm glad you're free for now. Hopefully, you can take care of that. Things like that." So thanks for being in here, Jen. Westside, nice to have you in here. The new car is sweet, Westside. You guys will see a lot of it really soon. Trust me, you guys are going to see a lot of it. Yes, what else? Just catching up on MLH said bone. I did say bone. Chris Wink, make sure you guys subscribe to Chris, because he's got a great channel. It's a IRL channel with he's got a lot of cool toys. He makes me nervous on the motorcycles, though. I'm not gonna lie, Chris. When I see on those motorcycles, I'm like, I have to grip tightly when you're on those motorcycles, man. West Side's got a great channel too. Make sure you sub to West Side as well. All right, guys. So, like I said, I'm gonna be back on the road really soon. Today may not be the day because, like I said, I've got some errands to run, i.e. get my dash cam working really good so you guys have a really good view, some window cleaner so I can clean those windows. What else? I also got to get over this cold a little bit. So today and tomorrow I might just take off just to catch my breath, and then maybe hit it hard on Monday. I'm going to go buy some water on Monday, I think, and then get out there and do some homeless outreach and, cop watching and auditing and stuff like that. So if you guys have any suggestions in the Denver area for places that I should audit, let me know. One place that I won't go is Sheridan for pretty obvious reasons. But anywhere else I think is pretty much fair game. So let me know what you guys want me to do, mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. Before we go, I just want to give you guys a quick message about mental health. If you guys are suffering with your own mental health, and please reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor, but I do listen, and sometimes that's all that matters. But if I'm not getting back to you in a timely fashion, just remember, somebody out there thinks you're their favorite. Hold on to that thought. It could save your life. There's also mental health chat lines. There's a number that you can dial, 988, if you need immediate assistance. That's in the United States only. There is a number in Canada, which I don't remember off the top of my head, but please, with your browser of choice, look it up. There's mentalhealthchat.org. Jen always puts in a number in chat. I think that number is 7177. Don't quote me on that one, but 988 is the easiest one. Can't wait to be rolling with MLH. Yeah, man, be really cool. Thanks for subbing, everybody, to other channels that Jen's been furiously posting in there. I am feeling a little bit better, Strange, so I'll be out there really, really soon. 741-741 is the other number that you can dial. Now, if you're a little wary of talking to somebody, I know the 988 number, you can definitely text that number as well, and somebody will get with you and do that. Thanks, Solomon. I'm already feeling a little bit better. Audit the new Casa Bonita. I might do that, Strange. I want to go there, but I think you need a reservation. I want to go when you don't need a reservation. You can just go in and relax and eat. I'll take Bernie over there. She's been wanting to go so bad. So we'll go over there, and we'll go live from there at one point. Jen, I see you. Appreciate you very, very much. Crisistextline.org is another resource. So there you go. Let's see. Everything else, like I said, if you guys are having a hard time, just realize that you do have support, and I've given you plenty of support lines, including my email. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate y'all. Be looking out for me really, really soon. I'm looking forward to getting out there and talking with you guys in real time, out in the field. I know it's been a while, but I'm back, baby. So let me just get over this cold, take care of a couple of loose ends, and I'm hoping to get back out on Monday. I think I'm going to take today and tomorrow to kind of rest up and feel better before I get out there. But all right, guys, have a great day. I really appreciate it. Stay safe out there. If you just want to drop me a line just to say, hey, mexicanlonghair@gmail.com, feel free to do that. Sub if you haven't already. Sharing is caring. Tell people about this channel. It's the only way that this channel is going to grow. This is a smaller channel, but a very important channel, I feel. Do what you can do. Really appreciate the help in advance. Comment on any of the videos. That's what keeps the comment show going every week. But I think that's all I got for you guys. Have a great weekend. Take care. Stay safe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, everybody.